Hey, this is Truly Jacob a Writer. This channel is Learning Again with Truly Jacob a Writer. Again, this is my, how do I explain it? My media name, my pen writing name. So you probably won't see my face of Truly Jacob a Writer. So today we're going to give a summary or a review of The Whole 9 Yards, but there is a phrase in this movie called The Whole 9 Yards of something they said in this movie, and I was like, I did not know that this was a terminology. So we'll get into that. So that's really more what we're going in over this, but it's like kind of like a summary and a review, and then I'll probably go on a rant of like, what the heck is this phrase that they used in The Whole 9 Yards. So again, this is spoilers. Maybe you'll get a laugh or a kick out of this. Maybe not, I don't know. Hope you enjoy this video. Again, this video is rated R for a reason. So it's not for kids, it's not for teenagers. So but it's using like definitely inappropriate stuff, and so we'll get into that, and I'll bring out probably morals too. So let us watch the trailer.
Can you move any slower than this, fella? Hi, you must be our new neighbor. I'm Nicholas Ozeransky. Call me Oz. Jimmy Jones. Have we met before? No. I remember. I got a thing with faces. You all right? Yes. You look like you got some gas. That's Jimmy the Tulip Tedeschi. Jimmy the Tulip was a hitman. Sophie, the man's killed 17 people. Let's go for a drive. A drive? Look, Jimmy, I certainly don't want to die. Better get used to it, because you're going to. What? Everybody dies. Sooner or later. Jimmy Tedeschi's new friends are hitting on him.
I'm one of your biggest fans. I've been following your career since I was a kid.
She has definite potential.
I've been wanting to meet you for years.
But one of them is hitting a little too close to home. What got into him? This is Cynthia, Jimmy's wife. Oz, we're friends. Friends do not engage in sexual congress with each other's wives.
Have you vomited recently?
A minute ago. I was just going to brush my teeth.
Oh, wait.
Okay. You were right about him. This is one exceedingly sweet man. I can't think of nothing finer than a fine, naked woman holding a gun. Bruce Willis. It's not important how many people I've killed. What's important is how I get along with the people that are still alive. Matthew Perry. He's a little upset. I've managed to upset a mass murderer. Aren't you going to cry out for him? What did you do any good? No.
Time to rock and roll.
In their world,
They're gonna kill you.
what? Being yourself could get you killed. The Whole 9 Yards.
So did you catch the phrase? Because it was actually in the trailer where he was like, he was referring to like you had a, okay. So the summary of The Whole 9 Yards is basically the guy that it turns to be like the neighbor of Oz, or the actor who is Matthew Perry. He's like, oh, he recognized the tattoo. Oh, you killed 17 people, right? So the blonde is the killer's wife. He doesn't believe in divorce for some reason, even though he doesn't want to be married to her anymore. And there's this whole plot of okay, a bunch of people need to die, like at least 2 people need to die with death certificates so you can get the money or whatever, right? Because there was like $10 million like embezzled or in a bank account or whatever. So this girl here is like a fan of him for some reason, and like he ends up liking her, she ends up liking him, and they fall in love in a short period of time. He is like a guy that's like, you're getting soft, so it's like a whole bunch of people die. He needed to be dead, she needed to be dead, or he needed to be dead. Like 2 of these, like, in order to open up the bank account, it was like they all had to agree to sign the paperwork together and split the money equally. So, but they wanted like the majority of the money for themselves. She decided she didn't want any of it. So he ended up dying. Like they ended up killing him. He ended up liking him so much. He has a wife, and his wife obviously was going to try to kill him and stuff, and trying to get hitman and stuff. And then the cops got involved and they ended up killing a cop. And then he just acted like, oh, I'm going to just keep my mouth shut and everything. And so like they ended up getting married in the end. They ended up together in the end. And like the majority of people died, and he obviously, they didn't show it, but he was able to divorce his wife because his wife hired a hitman to kill him or whatever. So but I did not know. I was raised, and when I went to school, I went to a Christian school. Yeah. It was a private school. My parents had to pay for it, but basically, like, I never learned in school, they never used this terminology that there could be sexual congress. And that's what it meant to have like an affair. So this is news to me. And so part of me is wondering, does Hollywood know English? Because I didn't know sexual congress was a proper, like, word phrase in a sentence. It doesn't really make any sense to me. I was taught having an affair is someone who, an affair is, okay, you're married to a certain individual, and then you have sexual relations or sexual intercourse with someone else who you're not married to. I had no idea that there could be Congress involved with someone having an affair. So, have any of you ever heard of this terminology before of sexual congress? And that equals an affair. Please put that in the comment section below if you have. Is there a secret dictionary out there that I need to be aware about? Please give me a reference to the secret dictionary that has the true meaning of what sexual congress means. Because I grew up in a super conservative Christian environment, there was this whole thing in some of the conservative Christian communities, not just the denomination I grew up in, but I was told that literally all the politicians, they have this secret society and they have sex with animals or pets, and they murder them and they worship Satan. And they get prostitutes. Like all the presidents have cheated on their wives in the United States of America. So I was aware of this concept that Congress and all the politicians and the president and the senators, like, they're not faithful to their spouses. So it's like, well, technically, if all of Congress is doing bestiality, or cheating on their wives and having prostitutes, and maybe vice versa, maybe the women or the adult girls, whatever you want to call them, are cheating on their husbands, or wives are cheating on their husbands, and husbands are cheating on their wives, or whatever. They also said, like, some of them could be in child molestation and they don't care about child being molested. Again, these were conspiracy theories. I'm not a police officer. I'm not in law enforcement. I'm not in the FBI. I'm not in the CIA. I'm not a CIA agent, but this is what I heard. This is what I was taught. And like, there was like, people were like, hardcore. This is, some people, like, they showed footage. There's like this guy, Dr. Walter Veif. He shows footage of a bunch of conspiracies about the Pope and Europe and the politicians and the presidents and 33-degree Masons and everything. And I don't remember everything he said, but it's like, they scared me. It's like, oh, you can't trust your president. You can't trust your politicians. They're all corrupt in some way. Some are worse than others. So I was like aware of that conspiracy and everything, but I was like, here's Hollywood saying sexual congress in this video, and is like, are they like trying to tell the truth of like that all of the politicians are pretty much corrupt or sexually perverted, and that's why they're using this terminology? Who knows? What do you think? Feel free to put that in the comment section below. But why, if this is a proper terminology, why wasn't this taught at a high school level at the very least, in a government class, and being like, yeah, this is a term, this is new terminology, it's come out, Congress is very sexual, and that's why it's like sexual Congress. There's a part of Congress that's very sexual, so you just use the term sexual Congress. So what do you think? Well, did you like this video? Feel free to like and subscribe to this channel. Sorry, it's a gruesome topic. Again, when you sexualize Congress, why can't there be a government and a society where everything isn't about sex? Like, it seems like everything in society has turned into sex. Like, well, if you put the sex or sexual in front of another word, you have just sexualized that thing or that concept. So, was it by accident? Was it on purpose? I have no idea. But a new terminology that when I came across by watching this movie, thought other people might be interested, so that's why I did a video. Personally, I would probably not do a video like this. I mean, the other thing that was coming into my mind was like, to really be sexual Congress, it's like, well, Congress is like a meeting of people, and you call it Congress, and then you're trying to make decisions and decide things. Well, they were talking about stuff while they were having sex, but it's like the couple where it's like this blonde and him were like talking about stuff, like, but that was like after the sex had been performed. So it's like, I mean, I don't know, it's just very perverted, the whole concept. So yes, this is rated like R. I would not show this to kids or teenagers and adults. Like, do you want to show this kind of movie to your kid? If this is really how society is, should this be in the school books to lit teenagers or even at the college level? Or it's, I'm sorry, we could not disclose this to you in high school. Introductory. Here's some other terminology stuff that you need to be aware of. Here's another government class. I'm sorry, your senior year, the one semester that you took, it wasn't enough. You need a whole full year of proper government class and to be educated of what's really going on in the government at an adult level. So you have to now learn your freshman year of college what sexual congress is. But, no one ever taught me this concept in school. I mean, they kind of implied it in conspiracy videos and stuff, but they never used that specific terminology. So do you think this should be in the dictionary? Do you think this should be taught in school? Is it better to make everyone aware that something's wrong? Why did Hollywood use this terminology in this video? Does anyone know? Please let me know. If you do, feel free to put it in the comment section. So again, hope you liked this video. Feel free to like and subscribe. As far as like is concerned, do you like that I'm giving you this information and that you're aware of it? You don't have to like this concept because I don't even like this concept. So, again, the purpose is, okay, I want to learn properly. I want proper terminology. I want words used with the proper meanings, So it's like, I keep trying to tell people that this language is cursed, that something's wrong, and they're like, oh, I don't care. And then today I find this concept, sexual congress. Well, it kind of seems like someone's trying to curse our whole environment. If you use this concept, is Hollywood trying to purposely curse all the politicians to become super sexualized individuals and be like, you're all gonna cheat on your wives and your wives are gonna cheat on you, and does this video have any power? Is it affecting them in a negative way? I don't know what's going on, but why is this terminology being used in society? I want answers. Because it's gross. Even the whole concept of oh yeah, I like you. You had sex with my wife, but I like you and I'm going to choose to save you over this guy that has been by his side forever. Because I want this new girl now. Oh yeah, you can have my wife because I have her and she worked for you and liked you and decided not to kill you because you're nice. It's just super ridiculous. Why would you want to share your wife with someone else? Why would you want to share your husband with someone else? That is super gross and disgusting. So where are the morals in society? So, did I laugh when I heard sexual congress? Yes, I did, because I was laughing at these individuals that produced this movie, and I was like, you obviously do not understand English. You obviously do not know how to talk. You obviously don't know how to communicate. Were you drunk when you wrote the script? What's going on? Because you act like you don't understand how to read or write. Unless you did this on purpose. So, anyways, there's my rant. Okay, finally, I'm going to put an end to this rant. Thank you for watching this video. If you've watched the whole thing, until next time, what will we learn next time? Who knows?